grow up way too.
Your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Temperatures have been dropping all day long, but it's nice to see the sunshine. We have more sunshine in store tomorrow. And as we look outside this evening, we have a partly cloudy sky and a temperature right now at the top of the hour. 21 degrees downtown with a northwesterly wind at 9 miles an hour. Skies will average out partly cloudy overnight. And there could be some localized lake flurries. That would be about the extent of it. As we take a look at the temperatures across central New York in the 20s here, down into Otsego County as well. Teens already showing up into the heart of the Adirondacks. So here's what to expect. Cold sunshine through the day Friday, and then we turn our attention to the weekend. Snowstorm, and I use that term loosely. Yes, we're going to get some snow. Is this going to be a major snowstorm? No, but some light snow will be developing by sunset Saturday. So most of Saturday should be dry and just kind of cloudy. And I think how this works, there are some numbers on here, okay? These are preliminary numbers, so they could go up, they could go down. It all depends on the exact track. But the way it looks right now, I'd say most of us we'll have 3 to 6 inches of snow on the ground by Sunday morning. Now, it's going to continue to snow through at least the first half of Sunday, although it will taper off, become a little lighter into the afternoon. So there could be an additional 1 to 2 inches through the day on Sunday. So if you do the fuzzy math there, that's about 4 to 8 inches. And I think that's a good preliminary kind of jumping off point as we go into the weekend. So winter storm watches are posted. This is for southern Oneida County, Utica, down through Herkimer and the Mohawk Valley and into Otsego County. Storm total, again, by the time we get to Sunday in the afternoon and evening, most of us will have anywhere between 4 and 8 inches. I just tried to break it down into some time frames for you. The highest likelihood for maybe 10, 11, 12 inches would be down to the south and east into the Catskills. So I think that's where the heaviest of the snow will be. As we take a look at what's going on right now with Doppler radar, all we're noticing just some very light flurries. That's actually getting a little help from the Finger Lakes of all things. We had that cold front kind of move south through the course of the day, and that's why temperatures have been dropping all day. And as we take a look at the big picture here, kind of painting this with a broad brush because it is a very active southern tropical jet. Typical El Nino. This is kind of the storm track right here. So these storms form. They're fast movers. They're relatively weak, just like this guy is. So let's watch it developing here in the lee side of the Rockies, and then it will work its way to the east, and it will be here by late in the day Saturday. So here we are at midnight, and you can see that we have light snow and some bursts of heavier snow over the area here. So the height of this thing will really occur Saturday night, which will help in terms of accumulating snow because, well, it's happening at night. So the maximum snow growth can happen when the sun's not up. But again, the heaviest still looks to be down to the south and east. That being said, we're still going to have to move and manage this as we go into Sunday. Tonight, partly cloudy, cold, just a few local lake flakes. Temperatures down near 12. Tomorrow, nice look of day. Mix of sunshine and clouds, brisky, chilly, 32. Cloudy skies Saturday, but most of the day is dry. Then we get towards sunset, dinner time, evening. Light snow develops, and it will continue to snow through at least the first half of Sunday before a larger storm system by mid-next week. That one, like I've been talking about, is going to be bigger, right. It's going to be stronger, and it's going to be messy.
It's still going to be interesting to see what happens this weekend.
Yeah, I think we're all going to get some snow.
Yeah.
So if you've been waiting for it, here it comes.
Yep, here it comes. All right, thanks, Craig. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 6. It was announced today.
Your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
All right, welcome back to Eyewitness News. First at 10, let's talk about a Friday that should feature more sunshine. Some areas have a clear sky now, and depending on whether you have a clear sky or some clouds will depend on what the temperature does. Either way you slice it, it's cold tonight, and that's odd. Huh. I have no data. Anyway, we'll move on from that. Temperatures, this is working anyway. Temperatures falling into the 20s now in Marcy, downtown Utica. It's 19 at Griffiths. It's 18 right now in Cooperstown and Hartwick. And up north, look at that. Single digits, Blue Mountain Lake at 9. It is 10 degrees right now in Old Forge. So let's talk about what to expect here. So through the day on Friday, cold sunshine, might start out with some clouds, but we should see that give way to more sunshine through the afternoon. Then let's bring you up to date with the weekend situation here with the snow. I think most of Saturday is quiet, just cloudy sky, but we get towards dinner time. That's when some light snow will be moving in. And it will become widespread and steady through Saturday night. So by the time these are preliminary numbers, okay? So keep in mind and bear with me that these might have to be adjusted a little bit. But by the time you wake up to Sunday morning, I think most of us will have 3 to 6 inches. And it's going to continue to snow light through the first half of Sunday, and we'll probably add another inch or 2. So if you do some fuzzy math there, 3 to 6, 1 to 2, the total would be 4 to 8. So I think that's a pretty good starting point in terms of how much snow we're expecting. Winter storm watches are in effect. These are for the Mohawk Valley, including Utica, and then down to the south. And down to the south, that's the highest likelihood for the highest snow totals. This is just some flurries showing up on radar here. Not much going on tonight. We go out a little bit wider. We actually had a cold front coming through earlier today, and you can see still trying to organize some lake effect snow, but it's really not going to be too successful as we go through the overnight. So there's the storm system right now over the Four Corners and into the Texas Panhandle. Rain getting into Big D, little a, double LAS tonight, and the snow wrapping around the backside of this area low pressure. Watch the storm as it works its way to the east, and it will be moving in by the time we get to Saturday night. And you can see it's fairly quick moving, right? So that's also a factor that we have to look at when coming up with how much snow will fall. I still think the highest likelihood for the steadiest snow, what we call the death zone snow, just to the north and west of the low, will be the 88 corridor from Albany to Cobleskill to Worcester, Skenevis, Oneonta, Delhi, Sydney, down to Binghamton. That's probably the highest chance of getting upwards of a foot of snow. 12 tonight, just a few local lake flakes, and then tomorrow, nice day, a mix of sunshine and clouds, brisk and chilly. 32. Snow arrives by dinner time Saturday, becomes widespread Saturday night, steady as she snows into Sunday, and then we take a breath Monday before another larger storm Tuesday and Wednesday. That one looks like a mess.
Yep.
And windy, but we'll get to that next week.
Yep.
We will have to do some shoveling this week, but it's certainly not a blockbuster shutdown type snowstorm.
Right. Okay. Thanks, Craig. Still to come on Eyewitness News. First at 10, a look at sports with Brennan Miller. What are we talking about tonight, Brennan?
Well, Utica City FC, what your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
All right, so I think Friday, as we wrap up the first full week of 2024, the weather's going to be pretty nice. This weekend, though, it's a little snowy. And it's enough that we're going to have to shovel at least, but it's certainly nothing like shut down, blockbuster, major snowstorm or anything like that. So I mentioned that temperatures are going to be dropping tonight. So we're at 18, the top of the hour. Skies are variable, right? So if you have a clear sky, temperatures will really fall quick. If you have some lake effect clouds, it might not get as cold. Nonetheless, either way you slice it tonight, it's cold out there. 19 right now at Griffiths and Rome, downtown as well. Still hanging on to 20 in Clinton. Down to the south, numbers here into Otsego County are in the teens. Richfield Springs to Cooperstown. And up north, that's where the cold is right now with a clear sky at Blue Mountain Lake. It's 9 over to Old Forge as well. West Turin at 12. Here's what to expect. Cold with some sunshine Friday. And then I think most of Saturday will be uneventful, just cloudy. But we get towards dinner time and thereafter, we'll have some light snow developing. Now, these are preliminary numbers. So give me one more day, all right? I will have more specificity for you tomorrow. But I think by the time you wake up Sunday morning, it looks like, generally speaking, 3 to 6 inches. Now, the snow will be light but steady Saturday night and into the first half of Sunday, so plan on another, say, inch or 2 on Sunday. So you do the fuzzy math there, that would give us 4 to 8. And I think that's a pretty good starting point. So winter storm watches are in effect, I think, for storm total snow. So in other words, from when it starts Saturday night till it ends Sunday evening, and you add up every single snowflake, it'll probably be 4 to 8. What we're watching tonight, some very minor lake effect snow flurries forming, but these are very meaningless. I mean, they're not going to add up to much. So we had that cold front go through, and again, you can see it trying to organize a little bit here. So there could be a localized lake effect snow shower. There's the area low pressure that will be working its way towards the eastern seaboard, and these blue arrows on the map represent the storm track. So that's kind of how this storm is going to go. Watch it as it crosses the country here, and we get into Saturday night. There's our light but steady snow developing. So it will become widespread Saturday night. So really kind of the height of the storm is Saturday night before it tapers off on Sunday. The heaviest of the snow still looks to be south and east into the Poconos, Catskills, the 88 corridor. That's the highest likelihood of a foot. It will depend on where exactly this banding of heavy snow sets up, whether it's here or a little bit more north and west. We'll keep you posted. All right, so your forecast tonight, just a few local lake flakes, cold otherwise, a low of 12. Tomorrow, I expect a mix of sunshine and clouds, nice, as we finish up the last full week, or I should say the first full week of 2024. I don't want to rush it, I guess, right? There's your light snow developing late Saturday night into Sunday. We will have to move and manage this, but again, it's not a huge deal. We take a breather Monday, and then Tuesday and Wednesday, things look interesting again. Messy storm snow to mix and rain, back to snow, temperatures all over the place. There'll be a lot of wind with it. So we'll worry about that when we get to Tuesday and Wednesday. Yikes. Bottom line is plan on some snow starting late Saturday through Sunday morning.
All right, thanks, Craig. Yep. Those are the days that I am definitely not taking my dog out.
Why not? I think Lucy would love to play in the snow.
Oh, she would. She can go with her dad. I won't be out there.
I think it'll be pretty.
Yeah, it'll be pretty from my window. Thanks, Craig. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 11.